So I'm searching for the quantification of COP activities that this Guardians of the Galaxy would do. So Guardian of Galaxy, I went ahead and I searched that this movie is created by Marvel Studio and Walt Disney Studio. Both of them are uh, two companies, but Marvel Studios is an LLC, whereas Walt Disney is owned by Walt Disney Company, uh, which I guess, yes, I guess is a public company. So the Walt Disney, headed by Chairman and CEO Bob Iger, is looking like a private company. We'll go ahead and we'll look at its share. Now it's listed on NIC. The share is DIS. If we can get holding of how the NYSE share would of Walt Disney would move based on the performance of Guardians of Galaxy, then this would be a good analysis, and this would give us some interesting idea. So this was released on July 24. Running time budget was 170 million, and box office hit on 771 million. So it seems like on just by observing this, there is like 400 million of direct profit, because this is what you invested. So this 500 million should look somewhere or the other on the NYSE. So let's get there. So I'm typing DIS Google Finance. Now I'm assuming that most of this would go to Walt Disney and a very less would go to Marvel Studios. So Marvel Studio is an LLC. It's publicly owned company. We don't have the financial information, so I cannot get the financial data here, but I can get the financial data of Walt Disney, which I am now moving to. So as I observed, this was a 400 million profit on one just movie. We'll try to analyze what was happening in August and how the stock price moved up, and whether these kind of box office hits is already modeled into the pricing. Now since this is a tech bubble, if you just observe in the last 10 years, everything is shooting up. This is a bubble that is coming. Now if you look at what was happening in August, so here I go, June, July, August, it fell down in October, it again jumped up. So this seems to suggest that the movie pricing or the movie profits are not really shaking or bouncing things off. Because if I look here, this this Guardian of Galaxy, it was released on July 24th, so nobody knew whether this 170 would get just 200 million or where this would go, but this went to like 771 million. This was the box office budget, and this never reflected. Let's look at the net income for this company, and we'll get more idea. So I'm going to DIS Yahoo Finance to see how the net income have been working, but one or the other big hit, it seems like, is already modeled into the system, and that is one reason you don't get. So I'm coming to July, just before this. You see here it was like normal. On August 5, August 12, this August 12 to August 19, there was a spike, 87 to 90. Again that corrected to 88 or sometime very low here, then it went up. So there is a spike, but it's a small one. I guess this is the spike that came during the result of the of this. So let me go back. Yes, so August 1 and the August first week should it went, so like August 10 to August 1 should have shown the spike. So I go here, August 1, oops, August 1 is like 85, and this jumped to like 90. So it's a huge, it's like 7% change in a month if you played your bet right. So that was how things were moving. So it's 7% in just one, in an annualized it's like 45%, but I guess this was the 1 week that got affected due to this movie. Let me see how this would change into net incomes for this company. So I'm going to key statistic and looking at net income to find out the figure. So the market cap of this company is 156 billion. Just imagine that this movie book got them 0.3 billion. Now I'm going to net income. So revenue is 48 billion, which means that 1/50th of revenue, or rather 1/70th of revenue, came from this movie. And the net income was 7.5 billion. So 400 billion was still a small one. So it's like 10% they were earning from this company. So if a big movie gets hit, my guess is that if it gains like 3% of what you are 3 times of what you are expecting, then the price change would be like 4 to 5%. So grossly looking, things are moving, but of course you can go into quantification. But a broad level number suggests that if they are moving making some movie in 200 million and it crosses the 700 million mark, that month they can spike up to like 5% in that month. So you can magnify this by playing on the derivative. So this is one thing that I was looking at, how the Guardians of Galaxy has moved the stock price of Walt Disney, the publicly traded company, on the stock market exchange. So this was about that. You can of course go there and search of the next big hit, and you can find out like what was happening. But yeah, this is one of the major event that would help us to analyze.